Hi everyone, Malibu Sean Bateman here again, and welcome to episode 2 of 10 days of Seanfest. Instead, I'm going to talk about another story from about my trips, but I'm going to talk about some of my favorite cartoons when I was growing up. You see, over the years, when I was in the 80s and early 90s, I was into the Warner Brothers cartoons, the Disney cartoons, the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like Scooby-Doo and Mickey Mouse, DuckTales, Flintstones, Jetsons. But you know what? Those are good cartoons. And also there's, believe it or not, there are some cartoons that were not made by those. But they were actually made by companies like Marvel, which they had outsourced to another company, and a little company that started about in the 60s and that passed away in 89, called Filmation. And some of the franchises you might have heard from Filmation were He-Man, She-Ra, Brave Star. Those are the ones I liked as well, grew up watching as well. So, and also I'm a big Transformers fan as well. And one of my earlier videos here on YouTube, which I did about last month, was me venting about The Last Night. But also, there's some cartoons I grew up on watching that some remember, some don't remember, like Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, Black Star. Oh yeah, that cartoon, I'm going to give you a gist of it. Black Star is involving this African-American astronaut that went into this futuristic planet. Actually, this almost like medieval planet with these people who are these small creatures named Trobbits, I believe, and they had him and his friends, which one's a feline woman warrior, another one that's a shapeshifter. They tried to beat this overlord, and both the villain and Black Star have a part of this item called the Power Star, which actually got split into two sides as swords. The Power Sword and the Star Sword, and sadly it lasted about 13 episodes by Filmation. And it was a good cartoon, mind you. Seeing that having a person from a different color as the hero, which I think is pretty nice. That goes with that TV show Brave Star, which the main character was a Native American, which I think was pretty nice, mind you. Also, another cartoon I grew up watching, I shit you not, was Teen Wolf, the animated series. They tweaked just a little bit here and there, lasted 2 seasons, but at least that animated series was close enough to the movie than that goddamn TV show that ended. Another cartoon I grew up watching was the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Yeah, to some people saying Dungeons and Dragons, there was a cartoon based on the board game. I said, yeah. Many years before that POS movie came out. And another cartoon I grew up watching that some people might remember but can't remember was Filmation's Ghostbusters, which is actually a sequel to a Filmation live action series, but instead of, which the main characters of that franchise are actually the father of the animated Ghostbusters. And some of these cartoons I'm saying that they all you might know their voices from other cartoons. Filmation, they always have the same actors as the Transformers, GoBots, and the Disney crew. And believe it or not, if you pay attention to some of the characters from the Filmation stuff and Disney and Transformers, if you pay attention, it's the same actor. For example, if you listen to Battle Cat and Merman from the He-Man series, that's actually Warpath and Sea Spray from the Transformers franchise. Plus, and also another cartoon I grew up watching was made by the same company that gave us Voltron, but the Americanized version. I forgot the name of it, but I'm too lazy to Google it, and it was a pretty good cartoon. Denver the Last Dinosaur. And I'm maybe in my hitting the big 3-5 next week, and my first ever anime, believe it or not, is actually made by that actually gave us the American company that also gave us Voltron, also gave us my first anime, believe it or not. Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. That's right. My first anime was a 1987 sci-fi western that involves a good storyline, a giant mech robot that helps patrol the universe, just almost like Voltron. And some of the actors in that series were in some characters in Transformers or Disney cartoons, and hell, and even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that cartoon series, Saber Rider and the Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, underrated, mind you. Plus, it took me a couple years to get back in anime. I started watching Samurai Pizza Cats. And when it comes to animation companies that also gave us some good cartoons, people are pronouncing one company the letters are DIC. They call them, it's Dick. I said, no. If you listen closely to the closing credits, when you see the logo and you hear Deke, it's like the hockey move Deke, D-E-K-E. And believe it or not, another cartoon I grew up watching when I was a kid was Mask. Just picture, well, Transformers and G.I. Joe into one. Which you have the good guys and the bad guys, like G.I. Joe and Cobra, but instead of changing into, but their vehicles are like the Autobots and the Decepticons, which is pretty nice, mind you. And one voice actor in that franchise, now he's down in Hollywood making money as character actors like playing Raj's dad in a little TV show called The Big Bang Theory. That's right, before Brian George was being a big actor in Hollywood for character actors, he was actually had small roles in voice acting up in Canada and had small roles as a supporting cast in live action Canadian TV shows. And back in the day, I love these cartoons, such I'm saying, but you know what? Some of these cartoons that I'm talking about never had a live action film. We never seen a filmation version of She-Ra. Actually, I mean live action version of TV show movie of She-Ra or Brave Star or Mask or Filmation's Ghostbusters for the animated series, but not the live action one. And also there's so many good cartoons from the 80s that I grew up on that I want to see turned into a live action film. And hell, we have technology now. I would love to see a live action version of the Saber Riders and the Starships or Voltron, but right now I have to watch Voltron on Netflix, which I don't have, which I think is bullshit, mind you. An upside, there is all these good cartoons I grew up on, which I'm talking about. They have a good storyline to actually make a good movie if we can get the right people directing it. Unlike what they did for Transformers, which I think is bullshit, mind you. And if I was in a Hollywood if I was a director, I would get the writers that know the franchise like I do, and actually make that franchise, that animated series, into a movie. See if people would come to see that film, unlike what they have Transformers, the G.I. Joe franchise, which ended up 2 films, and also Jim, which technically I grew up watching myself. And hell, and no offense to all what I'm spitballing for, because I want to see more cartoons from my childhood to be turned into legitimate good films that's not touched by the likes of Michael Bay or Zack Snyder, which technically I don't know how in the hell they destroyed my childhood. But I'll let Michael Bay slide on that last Ninja Turtle films, because if you watch the original sequel to of Ninja Turtles, there was no Krang, no Bebop, no Rocksteady, no Baxter Stockman, no Technodrome. To me, they actually fixed. Michael Bay actually, and is what I did for Ninja Turtles, the Out in the Shadows. That's how you do it. To bring those characters into the live action film is good, which is awesome, mind you. And then part 3, you want to get some more characters from the original cartoon into the franchise, like Rat King, the Neutrinos, and all these other characters from back in the day. But And speaking of Ninja Turtles, I grew up on the original one from 87 to 96. Then a couple years back in 2003-ish, they revamped it just a little bit, tweaked some stuff here and there. April O'Neil is now a college student. Ninja Turtle, which I think that's pretty nice, but now Krang and Shredder now into one character, then yada yada yada. Then I never seen the new version of the Ninja Turtles franchise, but I've seen some clips here and there, and they made April O'Neil and the Ninja Turtles as 12-year-olds. Said, why in the hell did they do this? Sure, they're trying to get into the kid market, but come on. Back in the day, the Ninja Turtles were awesome. Now it's going downhill, mind you. For that, and hell, Transformers, it goes like that. After Generation 1 over here in North America, we had to wait a good, I don't know, 9 years until we got a new Transformers franchise. But Japan, after they dropped down the miniseries, how the Transformers ended over here for the Headmasters, made a new season called the Headmasters, and another one at the different chapters of the Transformers franchise. But for a person like me, I was a little angry that Japan got that. But I had to wait. Like I said, I had to wait. Well, Transformers fans had to wait, like me, about 9 years until they got a new franchise. Then, yada yada yada. Between two seasons, over here in North America, Japan made a new season just to make it its own. Then there was a spin-off, actually a sequel series to Beast Wars that was made, and blah yada yada. Then they had other Transformer franchise left, right, and center, and some franchises actually kind of screwed up the mythos. Like in Transformers Prime, they had Bumblebee kill Megatron, not Prime, which I think was bullcrap, mind you, but upside to make Transformer fans happy. They got Peter Cullen and Frank Welker back. But back to me talking about my childhood cartoons. You see, I love my 80s cartoons. My 80s cartoons and early 90s cartoons, because I want to see more of those kind of cartoons. And hell, just maybe if we can see actually more people look at what's in the back from the 80s, make them into a live action franchise, or for a TV show, or a new chapter of the animated series. Hell, for Mask, I like to see when the leader of Mask calling his members of his team to actually help out with a case. Why not have one of his cohorts when he's actually going to the bathroom, which you watch closely on Mask, very closely. You see everyone relaxing or working, but we never seen a member of Mask actually go to the washroom. It's either one of them, and one member of Mask, he's actually a teacher, which I think is pretty nice. Another one runs a hardware store. Another one is a toy maker. Another one is a doctor. Another one is a pizza runs their own pizza place. Another one is Mechanica, where at the height of Mask. So you see what I'm doing? Why not? It's someone's at a teacher's at the restaurant, where the pizza place where his Mask cohort works. So technically, they can actually save time and carpool. And that's all I want to talk about right now from my childhood. Right now for Mask, and also, believe it or not, I grew up, like I said, I grew up in the 80s, late 90s, but you know what? I like to see more from cartoons I grew up watching, turning the movies, and hell, I like to see Saber Rider and the Starships. Why not? Besides having we got the three main people who are part of the Starships. One's a British agent. Another one is a American bounty hunter, and another person is a Japanese race car driver. You see, you know what? Instead of whitewashing, like what they did for some film franchises, why not make a big star from a no-name actor from Japan into a big star, and that goes for the bounty hunter. And why not have someone like Ewan McGregor as the title character, Saber Rider, which he can actually teach the two young guys on the job to be Star Sheriffs, which is pretty nice. Another series I grew up on watching was Brave Star, which, believe it or not, it's a sci-fi western, but the character, it's like the good guys are all these different races, and since bad guys, and the good guys are led by a Native American sheriff marshal, which if you watch the animated movie, they made the mayor of New Texas wanted to have 100 marshals come in, but the marshals sent only one guy to do the job of 100 marshals. During his journey, he made a new friend, which is a bipedal horse, which actually changes into his steed. His deputy is a member of the prairie people, who are almost like mole people. His love interest is actually the daughter of the main villain's number two guy's ex-partner, who lost the use of his legs because of a backstab. Plus, these characters show their different abilities, what they have, and all their and it shows you the value of community on the good on both sides, the bad side and the good side of communities, and the filmation stuff for Brave Star, He-Man, and She-Ra. They were actually as you can, at the end of each episode, they shown have about 90-second footage of telling the moral of the story, which I think Animation Today should actually do for kids channels. Have at the end of each episode for about a minute to 90 seconds, just to say, give a little the morals of the story is, which I think is pretty nice to have as well. And heck, He-Man got a movie back in the 80s, and to me, I like to see some production companies to actually make an Americanized version of different countries' famous franchises. Like, why not have a American version of, I don't know, have an American animated version of an Akira Kurosawa work, or why not make a American version of a cartoon from my childhood, from Canada, mind you, the Raccoons. That's right, I grew up on the Raccoons. And also I grew up watching Care Bears as well, so some of the characters from Care Bears and the Raccoons, they sort of share the same voice, so pretty nice there. And the singer of that, the theme song for that franchise, actually was joined in the cast once in a while as a supporting role. And here's a very, very funny fact about the Raccoons. One of their specials, they had Bo Duke in it as a member of the cast, which I think is pretty nice, mind you. And hell, if you're listening to me to this about these cartoons, you know what? You can agree with me about you're an 80s kid like me. You want to see live action or CGI versions of the cartoons that we grew up on. And this is now Sean Bateman signing off.